Now I request one of the participants from Punjab who participated in the visit to share their experience, the experience of Rwanda visit and their best learning over there, because the Rwanda is standing on three pillars. They said that the unity, strength, accountability and thinking big. These three pillars were the main pillars of the Rwandan system of government over there, and I hope that Mr. Abrar Ahmad, our Director Legal of the Punjab Local Government and Community Development Department, now will come on the stage and share his experience and best learning with all of the participants in the room. Abrar sir, please.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. What to say about Rwanda? There is a big difference between imagination before going to Rwanda and afterwards when the Rwanda was visited. The preconceived notion before leaving for Rwanda was that the Rwanda being associated with the genocide 1994, it led to the perception of trauma, instability and conflict, a poor and underdeveloped country with a limited infrastructure. There was also a sense of insecurity due to unfamiliar practices and the past event, traditions and customs which were unfamiliar to me. But after visiting the Rwanda, it was found that the country has a breathtaking beauty, lush green landscapes and majestic mountains. Besides, the people were found very hospitable and responsible to their country, which is evident from the cleanliness, their organizations and community-driven initiatives. So, looking back at Rwanda, the thing which was again and again told to us was 1994 genocide and its aftermath. In fact, the event of genocide destroyed the whole of the socio-economic fabric of the country. But afterwards, the downtrodden nation rised to rebuild the country. Before that, there was an uncountable central government and there was no decentralization. But after that, after the genocide, the government in consultation with the stakeholders formulated a decentralized policy to bring the country on the track of socio-economic development. Decentralization policy was introduced in 2000, and pursuant to that policy and as per the constitution of Rwanda, decentralized offices were introduced, which may be called as local governments. So at that time there was the strategic choice adopted by the nation was, as Tamanna Sahab also told, unity, accountability and think big. So if we talk about the governance system in Rwanda, there is a central government with bicameral parliament, which means there is a chamber of deputies and a senate. Then, as envisaged in Article 167 of the Constitution, the decentralized entities are to be established, which includes city of Kigali, district sectors, cells and villages. City of Kigali districts and sectors are decentralized entities with legal personality, whereas the cells and villages are just administrative units. So if we talk about composition and functions of decentralized entities, very precisely saying the composition of city of Kigali contains the elected members which are elected by the National Youth Bureau, members of the National Youth Bureau. On the other side, the districts contains the elected members elected by the members of the sector, and the members of the sectors are elected by the members of the cells, elected members of the cells. And regarding cells and villages, their members are elected on the basis of adult franchise by the residents of the relevant local areas. Regarding the functions of the decentralized entities, the main functions which are being performed by the city of Kigali is master planning and implementation of the national policies with regard to development. Insofar as districts are concerned, besides local development plans and budget making, which are common functions also as in the local governments in the Punjab and KP are being performed, are performing. The districts are also mainly performing the functions regarding implementation of the national development plans and their alignment, and the administrative functions being performed by them are with regard to services relating to education, health, and infrastructure. And going downward towards sector is also performing the same functions under the instructions and direction of the district, while the cells and villages are the main administrative units for the purpose of citizen mobilization, community mobilization, and citizen participations. At the level of the villages, disputes between the communities are also resolved. Coming to the sources of revenue, first of all, I will like to say that unlike in Punjab and KP, there is not a single law for establishment of the local governments. There are scattered laws, like there is a law for functioning, providing functions of the local government's law, providing revenues of the local government. So the law which provides the revenues for the local government, it says that the revenues for the local governments will be notified by the presidential order. The president will by an order notify the revenues of the local governments. Unlike Punjab and KPK, local governments has no power to as given in their laws, there are no specific fees and taxes which a local government can levy in the Rwanda. So the sources of revenues are central government subsidies and grants, immovable property tax, rental income tax, and trading license tax, fee for use of public domain of state, such as parking fee, market fee, certificates, mostly relating to issuance of certificates relating to civil records, building permits, advertisements, and profits from investments. Policy regarding innovative governance, good governance model of the Rwanda, the policy framework for sustainable national development is which are presently in vogue are National Strategy for Transformation 2024-29, Vision 2050, Decentralization Policy 2021, and National Social Protection Policy. In fact, the main instrument leading the Rwanda towards the track of socio-economic development is Vision 2050 and National Strategy for Transformation 2024. In fact, National Strategy for Transformation 2024 provides the guidelines to implement the Vision 2050, and one of the main feature of the Vision 2050 is to make the Rwanda medium income country in the year 2035, and the high income country in the year 2050. So the decentralization policy 2021, it was firstly introduced, as I told, in 2000, and thereafter it is the upgraded version of the decentralization policy and national social protection policy to uplift the state of poor people in the country. So, as there are certain features of good governance which almost every underdeveloped and developed country are now adopting. One of the most important feature regarding regarding to ensure good governance in the country is the institution established by the government of Rwanda, that is Rwanda Governance Board. Rwanda Governance Board is mainly responsible for ensuring delivery of good governance and good service delivery in the country, and that there are two main instruments which are being enforced by the Rwanda. First of which is Rwanda Governance Scoreboard. It is basically a national index to gauge the level of good governance and service delivery in the country, and a citizen report card. It is annually published, and it reflects the satisfaction of the citizen with regard to the good governance practices and service delivery performed by various organs, including decentralized offices in the Rwanda. So there is Joint Action Development Forum. Basically, it is a forum to facilitate all the stakeholders to discuss about the policies of the government and suggest the measures to be taken for the better development of the country. Next, there is a coordination mechanism for which which ensures participation of the people in the development of the country. First of one is community meeting. Basically, it is a platform for the local people to sit together and share their local issues and devise policies accordingly. There is then National Leadership Retreat and National Dialogue Council. It is chaired annually by the President of Pakistan. Regarding National Leadership Retreat, it is a meeting basically between the President of the Pakistan and the civil services, public sector and the private sector. And the National Dialogue Council, it is a meeting basically between the President of Pakistan and the elected representatives of the city of Kigali, district sectors, cabinet, etc. Rwanda. Sorry. So another good feature of the governance adopted by the government of Rwanda is transparency and accountability. And the thing which is remarkable and which is to be discussed is the performance contract. Every government officer, elected representatives of the government of Rwanda is liable to enter into a performance contract with the government of Rwanda. So this is a basically system of management to gauge the performance on the part of the civil service and the elected representative of the Rwanda with respect to the tasks assigned to them each year. Then regarding rule of law, which is one of also a basic feature of the good governance, there is a Gakaka court system, basically responsible to prosecute and try crimes committed during the genocide. Then inclusivity and gender equality, 30% women representation in Chamber of Deputies, Senate, City of Kigali, District and Sector. So it is ensured that there must be no gender equality in the Rwanda. Planning, monitoring and evaluation, Ministry of Finance with line ministries devise and coordinate development efforts. So regarding monitoring and evaluation, Ministry of Local Government devises district and subdivision performance contracts with the guidelines for monitoring and evaluation, which is implemented to ensure good governance. Regarding community mobilization platform, there is community work. This is basically a national holiday taking place on the last Saturday of every month, when the community gather together and do a labor work of the government free of cost. Then regarding social protection, there is a OBD classification system. Basically, it has been devised to classify different classes of the poor so that they can have access to the financial assistance by the government. And then there is Rwanda community-based health insurance. Under this policy, every citizen of the Rwanda is responsible to pay premium into the fund of that insurance, and as and when he needs for some his medical treatment, he can pay money from out of that fund. Regarding digital transformation, there is citizen grievance redress. It is basically a portal where a citizen can file their complaints, and the basic purpose of this portal is to ensure a good liaison between the public service and the citizens. Then there is a dynamic social registry. This is a basically platform where the households are registered, and digital situation rooms. It is also a platform to collect data about the citizens. Other important thing is partnerships with civil society. In Rwanda, the Rwanda Governance Board monitor functioning of national, international NGOs, faith-based and political organizations. Then now things to be adopted in Punjab. First of all, it is important if we establish a governance board as has been established in the Rwanda, and the use of governance scorecard and citizen report cards will be very beneficial to gauge the level status of good governance in Punjab and the satisfaction of the citizen. Regarding strengthening accountability, signing of performance contract by the legislation and public servants will be beneficial. Regarding community mobilization, the community work that the people of the Rwanda are doing, a labor work of the government in the end of every month will be better. And regarding social protection classification system, community-based health insurance, and homegrown solutions, their adoptions will be beneficial for the province. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Abrar sir, for this elaborative presentation, and actually it took us to the Rwanda.